Hey everyone, so Cenk Uygur is once again going way too far with his MAGA outreach. He is jumping the shark. He is now boasting about having Marjorie Taylor Greene on his show, The Young Turks. Over on X, Cenk Uygur writes, "Tonight, Marjorie Taylor Greene is coming on The Young Turks to talk about a major piece of news. It will be the beginning of a very large fight in this country about what we're doing with foreign policy going forward. Don't miss it tonight on Young Turks on YouTube. Show starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Time." Okay, so this follows a trend of Cenk Uygur going on X and being like, I agree with Steve Bannon about this thing, about Israel, that Israel is bad. I agree with Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene that Israel is bad. You know, they make a good point. Maybe MAGA should listen to them. And so this is kind of the idea of, okay, let's find some areas where we possibly agree with MAGA or MAGA politicians and sort of belt it out over a megaphone on X to see if MAGA will be like, oh, okay, let's listen to this other stance. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene has made it pretty clear that she's serious about cutting foreign aid. That's what Cenk Uygur talked with her about. Cut foreign aid, including to Israel. And Cenk Uygur doesn't like Israel, rightfully so. He's a critic of Israel. He doesn't like what they're doing to Palestine. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, obviously, she's serious about that stuff. She's criticized Republicans for that. She's criticized Trump for foreign aid, not ending foreign aid. So she's serious about that, but she's also serious about a bunch of other things like believing in Jewish space lasers. At least it seems she's pretty serious about that. And believing, basically that transgender people don't exist, that gender affirming care is a bunch of nonsense, that gay people are terrible. She's almost as far right as it goes. She really is. And so Cenk Uygur is bringing her on to be like, oh yeah, no, foreign aid bad. Yeah, this is cool. No, look, we're coming together. The weird thing though is that Cenk Uygur, I seem to recall him saying he wouldn't talk to Sam Seder or have Sam Seder on the show because he thinks Sam Seder is a grifter. So Marjorie Taylor Greene you'll talk to because she's supposedly not a grifter. She's a far-right politician, even if she's not a grifter. Even if she genuinely believes the stuff she's saying, if she's serious about it, as I said, then she's not a grifter. She actually believes in it, which probably makes her even more deranged. But Sam Seder, just a generic leftist guy, he's a grifter. And the reason he calls him a grifter is because Sam Seder has, criticized Cenk Uygur, usually correctly. And so Cenk's like, I don't like that. I'm really mad about that. This is very bad, very bad. And so Cenk actually kind of operates like Donald Trump in a sense, He's the president, he's the president of the Young Turks, and he's all like, oh, you said things that were really bad to me, so I'm not going to bring you on no matter how much we agree. Kind of like how Trump and Ted Cruz agreed on a lot of stuff in the 2016 campaign trail. But Cruz and Trump were fighting, and so Trump was like, I'm different from Cruz. Cruz is a bad man. Cenk Uygur's like, Sam Seder's a bad guy. The max left are bad people, and I want to listen to the reasonable right and the MAGA people who are going to fight for economic populism, even though they basically don't exist. And he acts like he's some sort of special leftist. I'm not the max left. I'm not as far left as they come. I'm not one of those crazies. Well, Cenk, for a while you were seen as that, actually. And now all of a sudden it's like you acquiesce to the right, because you found all these videos making fun of you over on YouTube for being far left, supposedly. And you're like, let me reach out to MAGA. So really cringe, really cringe. Even if Marjorie Taylor Greene is serious about criticizing Israel, which she very well could be, why do this? Why at the same time do this and say, I'm not going to talk with Sam Seder because he's a grifter? Really? Really? It just doesn't add up. It makes it seem like you don't care about policy. Like you're a Trumpian guy who it's all about tickle my ego, and I will have you on. Or else, I won't have you on. If you're mean to me, if you criticize me in legitimate ways, I won't have you on my show. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, far-right politicians, they can come on as long as they criticize Israel. Someone said in the comments of one of Cenk Uygur's videos, or I think it was X posts, that if Donald Trump was anti-Israel, Cenk Uygur would support him. It seems like Cenk Uygur is becoming single issue in terms of Israel. And that's not a bad issue to be a single issue voter on, in the sense that it is important, but you cannot be a single issue voter. One stance does not define a person. Just because someone's anti-Israel doesn't automatically mean they're based or something. Just because someone supports universal health care doesn't automatically mean they're based. No. Just because someone supports free college, just because someone supports taking action on climate change or same-sex marriage doesn't mean they're automatically based. No. You look at them as a whole. You look at who they're aiding, who their talking points are supporting. Marjorie Taylor Greene supports the far right. She's like, oh yeah, she wants to stop sending money to Ukraine as well, by the way. Not a very good idea, because Ukraine is actually defending themselves. Unlike Israel, who was attacked on October 7th, 2023, and still purports to be doing self-defense. What on earth kind of nonsense talking point is that? Like, oh, we're doing self-defense. We were attacked, and so we get to just keep trying to kill Palestinians because, we were attacked almost 2 years ago. Really? It's September 9th now, and they still think that they're doing self-defense for something October 7th, 2 years ago. So yeah, Cenk is very Trumpian in the way that he acts. It's sad to see. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is the more the merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.